What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. And we are in the middle of Trials of Osiris Week 3, and there's somewhere around like 36 some odd hours left to make your final passages through and have a shot to get the Mercury for some of that sweet elemental primary Trials of Osiris. Ooh, that sweet, sweet loot. As of right now, I've made 2 of my 3 characters through the trials this week. My first character ended up about 8 and 2 on my first passage, and then 8 and 1 on my second character, which doesn't really bother me that didn't go flawless because I have every elemental flavor of the Messenger Pulse Rifle, and to be honest, I like all 3 of those guns enough to not really give a fuck about the hand cannon or the auto rifle. I wouldn't mind the scout rifle. That's neither here nor there. The main part of the Trials of Osiris, for me anyway, is just to get some of that easy etheric light that I don't have to spend 3 goddamn days and a fucking goddamn iron banner to try to get some fucking etheric light. What I want to talk about today is a phenomenon that I've witnessed, not just in person myself, but I've also seen it from you guys on the Facebooks and the Twitters, and yes, sometimes when I stumble my happy ass on over to Reddit, even though I don't know how to follow the thread of Reddit, I try and it just jumps all over the place. I'm like, who the fuck is he responding to? I've seen it, man. I've seen it. And that phenomenon that I want to talk about is the 8 and 1 Trials pet. Oh, it hurts so bad. It does, doesn't it? It stings when you get that 8 and 1 Trials pet because you're like, fuck! I know I got the willpower and the skill to get myself over that hump, but it just, sometimes shit happens. Any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday. Now, the 8 and 1 Trials passage, it's innocent in itself when it happens. You don't really think nothing of it. You and your team, you know, you're whooping ass, you're having fun, you're laughing, drinking beers, you're shooting shit, putting down some wins. Pretty standard night on Destiny when you're playing in Trials of Osiris. But the more I talk to people, the more I noticed a pattern. Something that goes beyond mere coincidences and circumstances of the situation. And that's the strange phenomenon that when you're on your 7th or 8th game in the trials, you get put against some of the sweatiest, try-hardest ass motherfuckers that you ever seen. And they come out of nowhere too! Like that fucking goddamn kangaroo in Australia that's jacked and he's been fucking people up. Do not fuck with kangaroos that have pecs. It's just a bad idea. Now I know what you guys are gonna say. You're gonna come here and you're like, play the Black Wreck! That's all I see in the trials is fucking sweaty ass, try hard ass motherfuckers. Yeah, I know. But it seems like it's even worse when you get later on in the card, especially when you have the weight of that one loss just looming over your head. You're like, all I need is one more win and I get the Mercury. And along comes a spider. But then, there's gonna be some of you guys that come out here and you're like, Mac, I got no problem running through the Trials of Osiris. Super easy. Every time you play 9 games in a row. Bing, bang, boom. Every time. No matter what. I've been there. I've seen that as well. I've done it. But I think I can explain this in a fashion that might make sense for some people, because this is just my feelings, but I feel like that even though Bungie said the main criteria for Trials matchmaking is connection and ping based rather than based on your skills PvP stats like Iron Banner and Crucible are, I feel like there's a subset of matchmaking tiers in the Trials that weighs your opponents based upon how far along you are in your card. Say, what? Mac, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright. Hear me. So let's say we take the card and we split it into 3 different tiers. Tier 1 would be matches 1 through 3. Tier 2 would be 4 through 6. Tier 3 would be 7 through 9. Now, entering the Trials of Osiris with a blank card would get you into the Tier 1 matchmaking. This is where you'll be fighting against other teams with blank cards, 1, 2, or 3 wins as well. Most of the players in Tier 1 matchmaking would most likely be a lot easier, since majority of them are filled with people that are losing in their first few matches over and over and resetting their cards every single time they lose. I feel like this is the reason that not only a lot of people say that the trials are easy, because if you just buy all your boons and you stay in matchmaking for 9 games straight, you'll never leave Tier 1 matchmaking and you'll just be straight wrecking the entire time. But I also feel that that's why some people can't get past the Tier 1 matchmaking, is because they're going against people that never leave the matchmaking and just get fucked up the entire time. However, there are a lot of people out there that don't want to waste passage coins. So they buy the free win and the mercy boon when they start, and then they wait until they win 7 games straight. Then after the 7th game, they leave for the tower to buy the last boon. That way all they need is 1 more win and they'll have a flawless 9 wins to go through. The problem with this is the reason why I think we see so many 8-1s, and it happened to me last night and the night before, is that you just left the comfort of Tier 1 matchmaking, and the next time you enter the Trials of Osiris with your 7 wins on your card, I feel like that the matchmaking will weigh itself to give you a better shot at being matched up against harder players that are further along in their Trials of Osiris passage. Now, I'm not saying that you're guaranteed a match against good people for your last round, but I'm saying that if you do leave the matchmaking and you come back, there seems to be a subset of parameters in the Trials of Osiris matchmaking that seems to filter out different tiers every time you leave the matchmaking hopper and you come back. Now, I could just be like, oh, Mac, you got a conspiracy theory, take the tinfoil off your hat, motherfucker. I feel like there's 3 different tiers of matchmaking, and if you leave after your first 3 matches, or your second match, your third match, whatever, you come back, you're going to be match made appropriately against how far you are along in your card when you enter the matchmaking. That's just how I feel. Tell me in the comment section down below. Does it feel like matchmaking gets progressively harder in the trials if you leave and come back a few times? Or does it actually feel easier if you just make your 9 runs the entire way through, kicking ass on what I feel is the easy teams in Tier 1? And if this is true, if there are different tiers inside of the Trials of Osiris, God damn it, Bungie, you need to make it to where no matter what, you get match made for people in your tier and not just stick in Tier 1 the entire fucking time. So, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys really comment and subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Like I said, leave it in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Do you feel like I'm on to something, or you just think that Mac is just overthinking things and you had a couple bad runs? So, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.